everyone, welcome back to my channel where I'll be giving you music content, beauty, lifestyle advice, vlogs, and so much more, especially music content. And welcome back to a whole nother video where I'll be talking about how scripting changed my life. So if you want to learn more about scripting, spirituality, law of attraction, then keep watching. A better job. I was able to manifest more self-worth. I scripted out how I was going to gain more confidence, how I was going to be happy, and I was just going to be freed from all the other anxieties that I used to have. So I really just took some time to really, how can I say, just dial back, give me some me time. It was a good time to do this because it was actually during the pandemic and I got laid off. So I was able to spend a lot of time home. So I took this time to really look into see what's my deal? What makes me happy? What gives me my self-worth and my self-confidence? And so how I manifested a better job. I used to work for a job that I felt like wasn't right for me. And I just felt like I kept going after one toxic job to another toxic job. And it all seemed to be like the same thing. Like I just kind of felt like I was just being just uncomfortable. And I was just like bullied or whatever by like the higher ups. And it just never really felt like the right fit for me. And I found a job that I felt like was kind of toxic for me. I felt like I was just ridiculed just every day and I just felt powerless, but I really felt like I needed the job. So I just took it. And sometimes the rudeness and like, I felt like the bullying would get so bad. I used to come home crying and I cry when I'm upset sometimes when I feel like I'm powerless or I can't really say anything because I really felt like I needed the job. So I just took it and I took it and I took it. And you are so much more than a job that you feel is toxic. So remember that you have your self-worth. Remember you are worthy of a job that makes you feel good to actually go to. So that's what I had to do. I had to learn about my confidence again, my self-worth, because the ridiculing and the job was just really making me feel like, man, maybe do I suck? Like, I just felt like I really needed to realize my self-worth and that I was worthy of a job. No matter what they said or what they thought about me or any of the negative things they said to me, I just felt like, you know what, this is my life and life is too short to be miserable at a job, whether they're wrong or not, or whether I am such a bad worker that they try to make me seem to be. This is my life, so I deserve better. So one day I just quit. And this is after I started diving more into spirituality. And I was always into like spirituality, law of attraction, but I was never really consistent. But this time around, I really became consistent because it was just something in my heart that was really telling me like, no, you are better than this. You deserve more. So I went for it. I quit. And before I was doing that, I really started scripting out like self-worth, confidence. I really focused on my self-worth and my confidence because that is the foundation. If you don't have a strong foundation of strong self-worth, high self-esteem, high confidence, then you are likely to fall for any type of BS that the world will throw at you. And you will become a victim to everything because your self-worth is so low and you barely have any confidence. You will take anything and everything because you feel like you deserve it. And why do you think you deserve it is the question. So if you want to take my advice, just buckle up. And if you're at a job that you feel is toxic and you feel like you are coming home every day crying, you loathe waking up, just quit the job. Because what I did was, once I started scripting and I got more into spirituality, law of attraction, and I really felt like I was getting closer to God with my faith and praying and scripting, I was able to script out, I would write things like, oh, by the way, these are my scripting books. This one is literally like almost finished, but I just started scripting that I have a great job that is paying me right. I have a great job that is good for my mental health. I have a great job where people and my coworkers are great for my mental health. They're kind, they're patient, they're respectful. It's just like how a job is supposed to be, you know? So I wrote that out. So when I finally just up and quit, I had like a sense of knowing that God would take everything and that I would be okay. So through that, my unemployment hood, I felt like I was actually carried. Like bills seemed to still get paid. Everything still seemed to be good. I still got to do whatever like I really wanted to do. And I really think it had to do with my faith and how hard I believed that I was going to be okay and God would take care of everything, and how hard I believed that I deserved a better job. I deserved to wake up and feel good every day, and that I did not deserve to be ridiculed and bullied and just feeling like crap every single day for 8 hours a day. Like, you are at your job sometimes more than you're at your home. So if you don't choose the right job, you are somewhat miserable most of your day. So it's important to find a job that is right for you, that is right for your mental health, where people are respectful and you can thrive, you can grow in your work environment. And so that is how I scripted and manifested a better work environment for myself, a better job, and somewhat I dibbled and dabbled in how I really scripted and manifested my self-worth. Self-worth is, again, really important. I cannot stress this enough. Now, during this time, some of the affirmations that I started using when I started dipping and dabbling into spirituality, I wasn't like fully in it yet. I used to wake up every morning saying, I'm beautiful, I am blessed, I am worthy, I deserve all things that are for my higher self and my greater good. I am wealthy, I am successful, I am abundant, and most of all, I'm grateful. Practicing gratitude every day will really change your perspective on life. And sometimes, you know, we all feel down. We all have those days where we kind of feel like things won't get better. But sometimes you have to start practicing gratitude in that time you are feeling like nothing can get better, because things do get better and you do start to see life in a more positive view. Also, I have like a nice terrace, so this was a really good time. It was around springtime. I would go out on my terrace, out in the sun. Also, if you feel really sad, just go out in the sun. You will feel so much better for a few minutes. Feel the sunshine on a warm day. Meditate and script. That's what I did on my terrace. I used to meditate. I used to script out a better life for me, the life that I wanted. In present tense, when you script, remember that you do things in present tense. Everything that you want is happening right now. And that's exactly how you want to write it. Like I wrote, I'm so grateful that I have a job that my mental health is better, or I'm so grateful that my self-worth is higher. I'm so grateful that I'm beautiful, I'm blessed. Just write everything in the present tense and it will happen. Speaking of gratitude, the way you practice gratitude every day is literally just to find one thing you are grateful for. Whether it's you have some type of nice lamp that makes you feel nice, or you have a great comfy bed, whatever it is, it could be the most simplest thing in the world, but it's special to you. And so you make sure that you practice gratitude on that thing you are so grateful for every day, and show God that you are grateful. Show the universe you are grateful for what you have, and then the universe will give it back to you. What you put out into the universe is what you will get back. So always practice gratitude. Every morning I like to say my prayers. I was to thank God for a new day to be a better person. Sometimes I'll even script it. I write out my what I'm grateful for, whether it's my friends, my family, my boyfriend, my job, my talents, or whatever I'm trying to manifest at that time. That's exactly what I would write in the morning, and that's how I practice gratitude. Next, how scripting I feel changed my life for the good is I feel like scripting really helped me attract the person that I really feel is right for me. And how I did this is I used to be one of those people that it was always somehow a toxic relationship, just one after the other. And I never really understood why until I really found spirituality, law of attraction, shadow work, and things of that nature. I really started watching this series called Relationship Goals on Transformation Church. And I don't remember the preacher's name, but I will comment it down below when I find it. And it really spoke about in your single being in your single season and just loving yourself, getting closer to God, and living your life. And around this time, I started getting into scripting even more. And I really dibbled and dabbled more into things like sacred geometry and things of that nature. And it made me go even deeper. And around this time, I wasn't even really looking for a relationship, but I knew that I deserved better. And I wanted the next person to be just what I wanted. And I wanted it to be a blessing. And what you always say, I wanted it to come from God. Now, around this time, I started thinking about the Sierra and Megan Good videos on quote unquote the prayer. And I really found truth in that. And I found truth in it with spirituality, law of attraction, and getting closer to God, praying and meditating every day. And I really felt like once you get down to asking God, asking the universe, whoever you believe in, what exactly you want, and really believe that you are worthy of it and you deserve it, and you worked on yourself. You have to do the work. You have to do the shadow work. You have to really look at yourself and what you want and your self-worth and what you believe you are worthy of. And that is a really big part of it. What you believe, what you are worthy for, you are going to get. So if you feel like you are settling, it is because you are, and that is what you feel like you can get at that moment. But you have to tell yourself you are way more worthy than that. You are way more deserving of your partner, that she is someone that you desire and is everything you have ever wanted. And I used to script out exactly how like I wanted it to be. I used to say my prayers to God. I used to write letters to God on the kind of person that I wanted to attract in my life. And I somewhat just let it go. I worked on my goals. I released music. I started hanging out with my friends more, going out. I started working on my goals. Worrying about my job, finding a new job. I was really just looking at me, trying to show myself some love, hanging out with my family, just really making sure I'm okay all together. And with that, I wasn't even doing that to even think about a relationship. I just really wanted me to be okay. And finally, after all this time of me just scripting, talking to God, working on myself, doing shadow work, I found the partner for me. And it happened like literally exactly how I scripted it out. And if you want to hear more about that, just comment down below if you want to hear more about my scripting success stories and things that I scripted out myself more than this video. So yeah, I was really able to find a partner for me, and I really felt like that was thanks to me getting stronger in my faith and me scripting, going into spirituality and law of attraction. And when you do this, when you again going along with your partner, or if you're trying to manifest or script out anything, you have to be exactly specific on what you want. You have to know exactly what you want, because you can attract sometimes what you don't want. And this is all really just a tool. Sometimes it's not literal, like it's your fault that you attract things, but sometimes if you don't know your worth, you will attract the wrong guy. If you're insecure, if your self-esteem is low, you will attract a toxic, manipulative guy, because they prey on your insecurities, they prey on your naiveness, if that's a word, and they prey on your low self-worth. So once you gear that up, then they can't break it down. So really be specific on what you want, again, on your scripting and your spirituality and your law of attraction story, especially on your partner and your jobs. So now that you've heard some of my story on how scripting changed my life, I gained more self-worth, more self-confidence. I found a better job. I found a partner for myself. And now I am manifesting and I'm scripting and I'm praying for so much more. And I am now a lighter person. I am a happier person from before I started my journey. I'm more confident. I'm optimistic. I'm just happy. And I just feel like I just radiate light. And I am so grateful and I'm so thankful. And now I'm manifesting YouTube and I'm really happy that I'm doing this. And I'm so grateful for those who are watching. And if you want to hear more about how I scripted, please comment down below. If you want to see more from me, if you want to know more about me, if you want to comment your suggestions on what you like to see from my channel, please feel free to comment. And thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am so grateful that you watched. And please, please, please stay tuned till my next video. Until next time. Mwah. Bye.
Excelente.
Okay.